Señoras y señores, what is going on? It is your boy El Parcero Philly, that of all things sports and culture here in the beautiful city of Philadelphia. And as you guys can tell, we're talking about the Phillies today. Now, the Phillies are the hottest team in Philadelphia right now, riding a 5-game winning streak. It stems back all the way to last Sunday when they beat the Braves down in Atlanta. Then they got the 2 wins against the Washington Nationals, and then getting 2 wins here against the Braves at home. The Phillies look good, and quite honestly, they are starting to put together a complete team. Now, obviously, we know the hitting power that's on this Phillies lineup. It can, this batting lineup with the Phillies, you can put them up with some of the best batting lineups in Major League Baseball. The issue has been pitching thus far for the Phillies this season. Starting pitching has been good, has definitely been good, but we've had some definite hiccups, especially today, which we'll talk about in a second. And as well, the bullpen has been no secret. It's definitely been an issue for the Phillies throughout the whole entire year. But Phillies been making some moves, and this bullpen might be getting a little bit better. It might not be the weakness of this team. Before we move forward though, guys, do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button for notifications, as well as sharing this video and the channel to help continue the growth of your favorite parcero. I just want to represent the Philly sports fans that don't get talked about enough here in Philadelphia. I could use your guys' help to continue my growth. So final score in this was a wild game. This game definitely gave me throwback feels of 90s baseball. It was a 12-10 final score between the Phillies and the Braves. There was 28 hits, I believe. Obviously, 22 runs were scored. This was a wild game, to say the least, from both sides. The bats were definitely flying. In one inning, which was the second inning for the Braves, they scored 10 runs. In the next inning, the third inning, the Phillies scored 6 runs. That goes to tell you what type of game we had here and at hand. So for the Phillies, starting on the mound was Mr. Jake Arrieta. Now, Jake, again, did not have a solid performance. He only pitched 1 1/3 innings. He allowed 7 earned runs off of 6 hits. It was an absolute bad outing for Jake Arrieta. He has truly been one of the weakest points as far as the Phillies starting pitching goes. And we've seen a young pitcher like Spencer Howard not have some great outings, but he's definitely going through his learning curve much better than what we're seeing Jake Arrieta, a one-time Cy Young winner in this league, has not really been what we thought he would. Now, listen, I get it. He's up there in age. He's thrown a lot of meaningful games in his career. Obviously, the World Series run with the Cubs took a lot out of Jake Arrieta. He was the MVP in that series. And in 2018, when we got him, we were so excited because this was the biggest marquee signing we've had as a free agent since maybe Roy Halladay, if we think about it. So, obviously, we were expecting the Cubs, Jake Arrieta, to come here in Philly, and we weren't even asking a lot from him. We weren't asking to be the ace. Hell, we weren't even asking to be the second option. But, we wanted him to hold his own weight, help develop a young pitcher like Aaron Nola, which I think he's definitely had an impact on Aaron Nola. But now what we're asking from Jake Arrieta is to simply be the fourth guy in the rotation. I think Zach Eflin has locked up that third spot. He's truly he's really exceeded my expectations. I'm assuming he's exceeded a lot of your guys' expectations. So all we're asking Jake Arrieta is to be the fourth guy out there. And the issue with Jake Arrieta, what I mostly see is that when Jake Arrieta gets in trouble, he does not know how to get out of his own holes. In this game, in the first inning, the Braves started getting hits right away. They had a man on first and second. They couldn't capitalize with 2 batters on base. But then in the second inning, that's when it all went downhill. That's when we saw Jake Arrieta get taken out. That's when we saw 7 runs get put up on the board right away. And it's unfortunate. Jake got pulled. He didn't even get to 3 innings. Like, that's crazy. He couldn't even get to 3 innings. The Braves definitely came ready to play. They did not want to get swept, and they understand what's at stake here when they play against the Phillies. And damn, it just wasn't going Jake Arrieta's way. And Jake needs to and after the game, Jake said, "Wait till my next start." And I really hope so, because I don't know what Joe Girardi does with, this isn't a young pitcher. This isn't Spencer Howard. This is a veteran guy. He needs to know that he needs to perform better in order for us to have a chance when he's in there. And like I said, all we want from him is just to be the fourth guy. That's it. Just be the fourth starter in the rotation here. It's unfortunate that the Phillies allowed the 7 runs because, it really was just tough for them to come back in this game. Braves are a solid team, and to expect to come back from 10-0, it's just really hard. And the Phillies did a good job of trying to come back. At one point, it was a 10-8 game, and then the Braves got 2 more runs, and of course, we got the final score 12-10. After Jake Arrieta got pulled, we saw David Hale get his first pitches for the Phillies here in this game. It was absolutely the worst possible time for David Hale to come in the game, as you saw, he let up 3 runs. But right away, right when he got in there, Braves, it was done. It was a done for David Hale. I think we saw 6 pitchers in total for the Phillies, and when the Phillies pull out 6 pitchers in a game, you already know it's a loss. Like you just already know that the Phillies lost the game. 6 pitchers, nah. Each pitcher probably allowed 2 runs. Close, but no, you should have known that it was going to be a loss there for the Phillies. But credit for the Phillies because even though they were down 10-0, they did get solid run support. They got homers from Didi, from Kutch, from Roman Quinn. Roman Quinn got a home run as well, and a home run from Rhys Hoskins, who is on fire here. I've talked about Andrew McCutchen, and he's truly cementing his spot as the leadoff guy, and he's starting to slowly get back to the form that we saw last year before his injury, which is huge. If Roman Quinn can continue hitting the way he is, that is huge as well, because you guys know I'm a huge fan of Roman Quinn, simply because I know his base running is really good, and we could use that skill set of his. And Rhys Hoskins is starting to finally get back into his form. In this 5-game winning streak, he's truly been the standout guy. He's been getting on base in every game in this winning streak. He's now up to 5 home runs on the season, and he's now brought his batting average to 250. He's improving. If we can get his big bat back in the lineup, that is going to be dangerous. You're talking about Andrew McCutchen as your leadoff guy who's already getting on base. Rhys Hoskins starting to get his big swing back. You already know Mr. Bryce Harper, what he does, and JT Realmuto, those top 4 right there, makes it tough for anyone to hit on this lineup here. So things are looking good for the hitting, but of course we need Jake Arrieta to just play better. We're not asking for the Chicago Cubs World Series champion Jake Arrieta. We're asking for Jake Arrieta to just contribute, be the vet that he is, and be the 4th guy in our rotation here. Now, as far as the bullpen goes, the Phillies did make one big move. They have traded for David Phelps from the Milwaukee Brewers, adding another really good arm in the bullpen. I absolutely love the trade. I know how effective David Phelps can be, and you only send over 3 prospects. Now, again, Phillies getting rid of potential good players for players that can help us right now. We will see what that does for us. But it's clear the Phillies are in the playoff hunt, and the management, Clintack, Montgomery, everyone is going all in on the playoffs, and we'll see if this pays off. But I love the move for David Phelps. Now you're talking about a bullpen that has David Phelps, Brandon Workman, Heath Embry. We still got Adam Morgan and Tommy Hunter. Adam Morgan can still give you solid games, but then sometimes you don't know where he's at, so that's definitely an issue. Reggie McClain, Jose Alvarez when he comes back too. Ranger Suarez should be back soon as well. I don't know who else I'm forgetting here. Vince Velasquez at times is pitching out of the bullpen. I just don't want to see any more Cole Irvin. I do not want to see any more De Loas Guerra. And Jojo Romero, which I really hope that we see some more of. You also got Hector Neris. So you got options. Joe Girardi's got options. Brian Price has got options as well. So I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good about these Phillies. The Phillies now are moving on to a 4-game series. As you guys remember last Thursday, the Phillies and the Nationals and Major League Baseball postponed games, boycotting the social justice issues that we've had in this country. So we will have a 4-game series here. I believe that on Wednesday or tomorrow, Tuesday, we will have a doubleheader. Tonight, the Phillies are back at 7 o'clock, 7:05. We will see Mr. Spencer Howard going up against Eric Fetty. So Spencer gets his start, and this is the perfect start for him, because if he would have played Thursday, he would have gone up against Max Scherzer as a young pitcher. That is a daunting task to ask him. So this should be an exciting series. And again, you got to get another win in a series here. The Washington Nationals, I don't know what's going on down in DC, but they are in last place in the NL East, behind even the New York Mets. And we are now, unfortunately, we're now 3 games back of first place. Winning last night would have definitely helped our case of trying to move up in the NL East. But the Miami Marlins are still hot. They still look really good. They also did make a big move here to them. I'm really blanking right now. They got Marte from the Diamondbacks, so it's another solid pickup. Derek Jeter, I know he's doing good things down there in Miami, so it's not going to be easy. But have faith in Girardi, have faith in Bryce, have faith in JT, Aaron Nolan, Zach Wheeler. We have a solid team, guys. Now it's out to go out and play. And also, big shouts out to the pandemic crew. The Fandemic crew down at the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. They were actually out last Saturday night for the Unions 4-1 win against DC United. They came out for the first half. It was really dope meeting those guys. I can't wait to go out. I plan on coming out at some point this week. I know in the next 3 days we'll have this home series against the Nationals. I will try to get out there and try to hang out with the Fandemic crew, try to get you guys some shots. Whether if it's not on YouTube, I'll upload something on Instagram or Twitter or maybe even TikTok. Who knows? But I definitely want to give a huge shout out to those guys, because those guys are awesome fans, and I absolutely love what they are doing. Guys, in the comments below, let's talk about the Phillies. Let me know what your takeaways were from the Brave series, and what do we need to do to get this series win against the Washington Nationals. This is a series that we absolutely need to win. Thank you so much, guys. If you watch up to this point, it truly means the world to me. But please do not forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit that bell button for notifications, as well as sharing this video and this channel to help continue the growth of your favorite Parcero. Again, guys, I just want to make a name for myself here in the Philly sports landscape. This is a tough landscape this is tough sports market in general. There's so many voices. I just want to represent those voices that do not get heard here in Philadelphia. I could use your guys' help for that. Thanks so much again, guys. And until next time, guys, I go by the name of El Parcero Philly, and I'm telling you guys to ring that damn bell. Let's go, Phils. Let's go.